This is my Pavlis Honors Project. I should probably start this off by saying who I am. So, ever since the sixth grade, I've always wanted to become an engineer. I never had the opportunities to join a robotics team, the money to go to robotics camps, and once I got to high school for the first time, I joined the robotics team. And when I did that, all the gears in my head turned at record breaking speeds. I've never felt so content with myself and what I was doing, just by being part of the robotics team, being part of competitions. Also, through the robotics team, I was actually given the opportunity to volunteer at robotics camps where I taught kids about robotics and engineering and STEM education. And seeing the light in their eyes reminded me of how I felt when I was in the sixth grade and wanted to become an engineer. In Hawaii, I've always felt limited when it came to STEM and actually being able to incorporate science into my life to help people. I got to high school and for the first time I felt proud of the work that I was doing, and I was able to teach children about robotics and STEM and more things that I wish I had growing up. So another goal of mine was to ensure that whatever I did with my degree and education, I can apply it to help the community so that they can prioritize teaching STEM to younger aspiring engineers. Then I did it. I graduated high school and I wanted to figure out where I wanted to go. Fresh out of high school, I had so much motivation with big goals and a future ahead of me, and I was going straight towards MTU. Little did I know that college was hard, and I would be spending sleepless nights crying, doing essays, playing video games, reading, writing emails. Wait, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, college. And I knew that I didn't want to live in Hawaii anymore. I'd lived there for 20 years, and I was ready for change. After leaving Hawaii, there was one main goal I had set for myself, and that was I wouldn't come back to Hawaii after I graduated college. I've lived there for so long, and I wanted some change, hence why I came to MTU in the first place. After my first 2 years of college, I can say that I quite enjoy my stay here, and I enjoy having 4 seasons for the first time, and I know that I have more STEM opportunities staying here in the mainland rather than in Hawaii. One of the main opportunities that I've created for myself when I joined MTU was joining an enterprise. My enterprise is the Robotic System Enterprise, and our main overall thing that we do revolves around autonomous vehicles. So I was thrown into a smaller project team. Our main project that we're doing right now takes these all-terrain robots called jackals, and our overall goal is to have two robots, one being a leader and being able to drive with user input, say with like a Xbox controller or something around like that. And the second robot would be the follower, and it would be able to follow the first robot based off of sensor readings or image processing. And since we're all new to the enterprise, we're going to be starting off with this project, and it may eventually move onto larger projects such as AutoDrive, where we take everything that we learned and we actually apply it to a real car and get that car moving autonomously. I don't think that this project would take up too much of my time considering that I'm not adding extra things to my schedule. I'm already part of an enterprise, so I would just need to be doing work with my enterprise and slowly doing the extra documentation to turn it into an honors project. I also think that the application of the project when it comes to autonomous vehicles is pretty important. I think having the option for a car to be able to drive you in an emergency situation would be great. Assume that the car would be able to, say, take live vital readings off of its driver, determine whether or not they're awake, intoxicated, or even more. Now that this car knows that there's a problem, it could call someone if needed, maybe drive the person to the nearest medical center if the person driving can't do it themselves. Cars already have some small autonomous features such as emergency braking, being able to parallel park. I think anyone that drives a car would want to feel safer when they're on the roads or even walking along the sidewalk. At the end of the day, I want my story to be weaved together. I want to be able to do something that's important. I want the knowledge that I gained from my enterprise through getting my degree to apply towards something important that can benefit the community. I want my work to be important, not only for the community that I'm currently in doing the work, but to go back to Hawaii to show that there is an importance to what I'm doing, that STEM education is a growing field and that technology is helping people so that it can be spread more and more around to more communities so that we can overall have a more developed, healthy environment for future people who want to pursue STEM.